Next up on the menu, we have corniest TikTok communities. Now, you've seen like a lot of TikTok communities. You've seen them all over. You have. In this video, I saw the thumbnail. I know one of them is going to be Bike Talk, which if you haven't seen Bike Talk, holy fuck, you're in for a treat. A painful one. It's not something that you could stomach easily. I've been posting on another channel, I'm Spaidz. It's more commentary style heavy channel, much like the video we're reacting to right now. So if you're interested in that, seeing me in that type of style, go over there and check it out. Let's get it by the video. Talk to me.
TikTok has been a place where a lot of people have found communities which have made them feel closer to something. Sometimes it's a little niche community, like people who collect every type of—
This guy is a fucking character. He is a specimen, to say the least. This nigga, oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
And review it. Or sometimes it's one of the biggest communities like Book Talk, where middle-aged women are ferociously horny.
I'm looking for a new book boyfriend.
Yes, they are.
Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire.
TikTok has also been held to some of the cringest communities in the past couple of years on the internet, and one people are talking about now, which is getting worse by the day, is gym talk. Gym talk is self-explanatory. It's TikTok.
Oh man, I love Noel. I watch Noel all the time, but gym talk, uber levels of cringe.
It's posted by influencers whose content is solely the gym. And for a while, I would say it wasn't really too big on TikTok, because obviously at the start of TikTok, it got overshadowed by the Charlie D'Amelios and Addison Rays and that.
Think of gym talk as your friend who makes the gym his whole personality. Imagine if that nigga was an influencer. That's what gym talk is, basically. These niggas that are creatine heads, fucking, the only thing they think about is being masculine and lifting weights. They don't care about anything else. It's pretty corny.
That era of TikTok. But every year it's only gotten bigger, with creators streaming now and doing collabs with each other. Also with the Looksmax community blowing up too, it kind of intertwined with the gym community. Just goes to show us that clavicular is genuinely unreal in a way that's hard to even explain without sounding insane. But if you've watched him, you get it instantly. There's this overwhelming sense that he's operating on a completely different frequency than everyone else. Every stream feels intentional without ever feeling calculated, like he's just naturally in sync with the moment, the energy, and the people watching.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I say no cheese. These motherfuckers loaded up with this piece of cheese.
Two pieces of cheese.
If you couldn't tell, that was a joke, but it's a real comment someone's typed. One of the corniest things people do on gym talk is make
Let's read this. They're not escaping this.
But it's a real comment.
Clavicular has so much aura. Clavicular is genuinely unreal in a way that's hard to even explain without you getting it instantly. There's this overwhelming sense that he's operating everyone else. It's cutting off here, but everyone else. Every stream feels intentional without ever feeling calculated. feeling calculated, whatever moment. The energy and the people watching, he doesn't need to force his presence alone, already feels the room. That kind of aura isn't learned, and he has it effortlessly. Oh my god, bro. Like, what? You have to look at yourself as someone who types this in someone's comment section. Especially to a guy like Clavicular. Like, if you were doing this to like someone like Sun Jin Woo, like if he was a content creator, that would make sense. That nigga's an aura farmer. Or like an actual content creator that has aura, like Duke Dennis or something. That would make a lot more sense than Clav. Or you dead ass. And even then, if you do it on Duke Dennis or something like that, it's still fucking weird. Because you are a grown ass person, don't know your gender. You got bills to pay. Lock in. What are we doing?
comment someone's typed. One of the corniest things people do on Gym Talk is make edits of themselves. And I'm not talking about your normal run-of-the-mill edit of a before and after transformation of someone flexing, because we all like a good edit every once in a while. The edits on TikTok have gotten to a point where these people think they're filming for a full-on Marvel movie. It's always filled with some corny-ass quote, like something you'd see on your local Amazon Wolf hoodie. 50% of the time is something about how you'll channel all your pain from the breakup into the weights. 30% of the time is saying you're lazy and while you're sleeping he's working, and 20% of the time it's some edit saying you're not pushing yourself hard enough.
If he had this music playing with this edit, just think of that one song that's like, shouldn't have fallen in love, look what it made me become. Gym Talk loves that fucking edit with this music. Gym Talk paints it a way where you can't be romantic and also fit at the same time. It makes no sense. Like, you either have to choose one or the other, pussy or gains. Aren't you getting gains to get pussy? So what are we doing? It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, and the video is muted because DMCA, because of the song they're using, the World Burn song.
Doom shot, motherfucker.
Gym final boss. Oh, you're wearing that mask to the gym. Like, if you were doing this on Halloween, that'd be cool. Nigga, it's April. What are we doing?
If you played that bass near a daycare, you would probably hospitalize all the kids. Like, bro, just lift the dumbbell, gang. It cannot be this deep. The problem with Gym Talk is people feel they need to stand out the most. There's already a huge problem in the gymfluencer community with people taking gear to level themselves up. Because you'll never look as good as somebody on gear that's showing themselves off on TikTok. Now it's pretty much be the biggest roided up influencer and trend for a year, then fall off. So with that, do the most to get views. The cloud chasing got so bad at a point a couple of years ago, you may remember, but there was this whole epidemic of girls false accusing dudes at the gym. Like, they'd set up their phones and either try to act like some dude was creeping on them, but in reality they
Oh my god, this fucking movement was so fucking annoying. And then we had Joey Swole calling people out, which was good for a time until he inevitably said the N-word. Because I don't know why, but it seems all influencers who aren't like, they don't have any seasoning. By that I mean melanin. They tend to 9 times out of, well, I would say 60% of the time be racist, and it just makes no sense to me. It's so fucking weird. It's so odd. But or they just can't resist saying the N-word. Like, bro, it's not that deep. But yeah, the people that record this is like, are you staring at my ass? You're a fucking creep. And dude literally just glanced in the direction of her, or it was like he glanced and looked at his phone like, oh, now you're trying to play it off like you're looking at your phone. I want to cut all men's cocks off. Like, that was an actual fucking caption. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Waiting for a machine and just wanted to know how long they were on it. Of course, I'm not downplaying any woman that actually gets creeped on in the gym.
No, it
does happen. And everyone that goes to the gym knows that your eye wanders a lot because there's a lot going on. You're looking around to see which benches are open, which machines are open, which areas are open. So if some dude glances at a girl for a second or two, it's not like he's a complete creep and weirdo. But when the camera's out, they'll put in that 2-second glance and have some guy getting his life ruined over it. This probably reached its peak when an actual blind man got kicked out the gym for staring at a woman. Now all these stories completely change me when I'm at
a blind guy got kicked out of the gym for staring at a woman. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes.
The gym. If I'm on a bench and a girl's in front of me, I either hit the meanest swerve down to stare at my phone or stare up to the ceiling like I'm looking for heaven. I'm playing it safe. Overall, with the gym talk community, there still is some good with it. It's gotten a lot more people to get active in the gym, me included, and people can actually give good advice. Of course, when they're not shoving their product down your throat. People also give good recommendations for cutting food or bulking foods that you usually don't hear about. The next community we got is bike talk. Just like gym talk is pretty self-explanatory. It's a group of creators that do—
Which is worse? Damn, they're both pretty fucking bad. I would say bike talk's worse though.
Content on their motorcycles of a bunch of different stuff. You would expect more edits of them on the motorcycles themselves. Maybe a wheelie or some crazy trick they've practiced for years. But it's usually them either dancing to some random song, making thirst trap edits of themselves, or doing some cringy mic'd up content for a minute trying to be funny. One weird thing I noticed in all their videos, they always have a helmet on. They can never do a face reveal for some reason. They truly be thinking they got so much aura that it isn't needed. I feel a lot of these dudes definitely buy the bike solely to make these videos on TikTok. Even though the community is cringe, it's grown insanely this past year. You could probably make a pretty penny grifting off this shit. As long as you're shirtless and ripped, there's gonna be some middle-aged woman in the comment section simping for you.
This is some of the most fake and forced shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. At least try to not be in— like, at least try to be unintentional with it. Like, come on, man. This is this shit is so forced. How does anyone take this? Well, middle-aged women. So, yeah.
The Gooner bike talkers have taken over so much, it's irritating the—
It hurts. It fucking hurts, man.
Other normal bike talkers, because now the community is purely known as dudes taking off their shirts and making these edits. This type of shit be going ham on Facebook though. The moms truly love it. I don't know what's worse though, the thirst trap ones or the mic'd up ones. The best way I can explain the humor is imagine 2016 Reddit humor plus 2000s Disney's kids show humor, and you've created the funniest bike talker to ever exist.
I'm like the new gen Skibbity toilet. I'm Skibbity recycling. Oh shoot. Oh. Ah, I'm so awkward. Unleash my power. The cozy just threw it back.
It 100% makes sense.
Like, chances are, if you gotta do all that shit for your content, it's probably not that good. Just saying. Or, because I'm not one to judge someone's content. Hey, if someone will watch it, because people will watch anything. But if you gotta do all of this for your content, we need to do some self-reflecting. We need to get a grip. Yes, you and me, if you're thinking this is a good idea. I'm sorry. We just do.
They do this at night. I couldn't imagine the type of stares they'd get doing this in the daytime. Imagine you went to go get some gas and you look to your left and see some dude on a bike shirtless filming and waving his body to the camera. A lot of them also try to claim they have autism and that's why they act like that. How is your content so cringe you can't even take credit for it and have to say it's because you're on the spectrum? And
you know it's bad if your content is so bad that you have to say you're on the spectrum to justify how hard your content is to watch. That's new levels of I don't even know what to call that, to be quite honest with you. It's just sad.
Look, maybe I'm just jumping the gun, but I don't think all these dudes suddenly have autism after posting these. All these TikToks run on the same copy and paste type of humor too. It's them in front of their bike or on it, thinking of the newest, funniest 6'7" whatever meme.
And now it makes sense as to why they wear a helmet all the time, because they do shit like this.
Corny caption. The main dude who made these actually had his account banned for a while, probably because so many people reported it and were hate watching. My thing with these bike talkers is, why not do some—
Okay, now that I don't support. I don't support hate watching and spam reporting someone's shit just because it's cringe, but laughing at it is more than okay.
mainstream type content blended in with them. Like, they could easily do some vlogs or streaming, then it would all be completely fine. They're all stuck and confined for some reason to either making thirst traps or cringe mic'd up content. And the last one I want to talk about might be the worst one.
Really?
Love Island. If you're a person
Is
with
this just brain rot? Is this just AI shit? AI slop?
the non-internet poison brain. Actually, if you're watching me, let's be real, you probably are. Then you may have not heard of Fruit Love Island.
I haven't heard of this
wondering
shit.
what it is.
It looks like
Fruit Love
AI.
Island is a show on TikTok, and accounts
that's
started
AI.
posting this year, where it's Love Island, but replace real humans with AI-generated fruits and put them in the same freaky situations. For some AI slob, you would expect people to trash on it and not even watch it as usual. However, the account ended up blowing up, and in 9 days, it gained 3.1 million followers. When you watch it, it's not like this dude has a specific advanced AI where it's better than other ones. It's no different than the typical AI slop you see from memes. The characters at times are phasing through each other or have multiple eyes and limbs. The story was just too good for people, I guess, that they ignored it. You got people fully tapped into the lore of it that they do episode reviews and give their thoughts on it.
Thank God they sent Benito ass packing, but after watching episode 9, Tarita deserves so much better. First and foremost, why the fuck was Mandela
This nigga
hoping
gotta be rage baiting. I will not accept any other fucking outcome other than this nigga's rage baiting.
to get coupled up with Coco Nick? The f is your problem, bro? Kibilo been down for you from the jump, and you still trying to explore your connection with my mans with a sky top feed. I'm gonna need a female bombshell to come lock down my man Kibilo, cause you been on some straight bullshit.
I'm sorry, who voted Draco? Y'all knew good and well he was going to sit up there and cause some trouble. Why on earth would y'all vote for him? Now, y'all better not be surprised when he steals Strawberryta, Mandelita, Watermelonita, and all the other girls over there.
Ah, yes. The world's limited drinkable water supply is getting siphoned by tech oligarchs every day. All while the population suffers and has to pay their bills because we're cockroaches to them. But guys, Mandela was betraying Kiwilo after all he did for her? How could he? We can't take this anymore. This isn't a small community too, y'all. These reviews and comments get a ton of likes. I do believe this is the first step of getting AI slop comfortable with the masses. I wouldn't be surprised if TikTok gave it a little more of an algorithm boost than other videos because they want people watching AI. If they can get people slowly used to it, they can pump unlimited content out with paying 99% less of the price. They finally won't have to worry about pesky actors complaining about work conditions and pay. And all this starts trending when the world is in one of its worst global war crises in decades. Coincidence? I think not. I like to think there aren't too many NPCs in the world and people aren't this smooth-brained. Seeing people happily go along with this and learning the full lore is making me think there's more smooth people than I thought. These are old boomers too.
No, there is a lot of fucking idiots. There's a lot of them. It's just that some idiots need other triggers to make them not like to realize how shit is, realize how shit's going. You know, most people are fucking tarded out. They're stupid. They're fucking idiots. They're dumb. They're just dumb. You could tell them the sky is falling and they'd go outside and look up like Chicken Little. Like they are literally lobotomites. So all that being said, thanks for watching. Have a better day than me.